Good afternoon and welcome to CTV Sports. We are live from the Grand Champions Polo Club. Field number 5 today for the 2025 Pedro Morrison Memorial. And this has been a very special day. First of all, happy Halloween to everybody. We've been having a great time here at the CTV Sports Studios, as you probably have seen on Instagram and out there on all of our platforms. Once again, this is a special tournament for us, not just for us here at CTV Sports, but I think, I'm going to say, at least 90% of the people in the polo world that are playing today. Pedro Morrison was an amazing man, innovator, just entrepreneur. It just goes on and on and on. But his energy lives here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, CTV Sports, for the 2025 Pedro Morrison Memorial. So this is our second game of the day. I want to go ahead and recap our morning game for you while the players are warming up at the time. We started out this morning with Newport, Gene Goldstein, Santos Bellini, Juan Bellini, and Alejandro Nuvija Estrada. Welcome back, Alejandro. I got to speak to, I've been texting him all day, welcoming him back after an amazing summer season at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. And then Amaro, Scott, what can I say? 3 goals on the day. Amaro played amazing. Scored the tying goal in the last 20 seconds. So that kind of explains the game to you. I don't need to get any more. But they played with Joseph Schwartz, Chris Campson, KK was on fire, Jason Crowder. Very good team. Great matchup. 8-7 at the end. Went to an overtime chucker. And finally, Santos Bellini picked up his third of the day to finish it off on a lot of melee in front, a lot of action. But the game was very exciting. It was on field 4. And let's see if they maybe move this one. Maybe move this to field 3. We'll check on that with our field side correspondents. Okay, so they did. I apologize about that. I thought that we were using 4 or 5, but they're going to go ahead and go to 3 today. So this should be a great viewing for you from field 3. Great job here by the tournament committee. This field amazing. Well, I talk a lot about them. This goes way back. I'll start crying if I go back that far to Palm Beach Polo and everything, and how the Grand Champions Polo Club took everything to a whole nother level. But carrying on the vision of Bill Ivasoccer. Much love to you, Bill, and the family, John and his all of his kids and wives. Beautiful. So here we go. Gaston Dorniak in the saddle right there. Hey, Gaston. How you doing, buddy? looking good in the yellow and white. Gaston, what a great game. Not a lot of fouls in our earlier game today. A few here or there. I think there were 2 or 3. There were good calls. They weren't big calls in the game to change the game. A few change-up possessions. A lot of knock-ins. It was a defensive battle. It was 1-0 from the first. Newport 1-1 in the second. 2-2 at halftime. 3, and then finally Amaro took over 4-3, and then 5-4, and then it flipped the other side. It went, 7-7, and, of course, then 8-7. And Pedro would be, as Melissa Ganzi says, he'd be chuckling on the sidelines. It'd bring a tear to my eye. I'm going to start crying on air here. He was a special guy. I'm going to talk a lot about him, and just because I was not just a player. I worked for him for many years, but also he was a good friend of mine. And from on and off the field, I enjoyed every minute working for Simpatico. What a name for a polo team, if you can understand. The feeling behind every meeting, every game, it was win or lose together. And if we lost as a team, and that's what I loved about Pedro, because when we won as a team, and boy, did we ever. And when we lost as a team. So it's a special tournament for me. I apologize for getting a little upset with that. Wow. I didn't think that would happen, but he's a very, very, very strong energy in our lives. And it's great. I'm glad the Grand Champions Polo Club uses this memorial to represent his energy he's brought. Here we go. Let's get into it. We got Audi White coming to you. And it's going to be number 1 is going to be Camacho Pierres, and I'm going to say welcome back once again to Camacho. Nice to see him back after the summer. Sugar Erskine will play the 2. Mark Ganzi will play the 3, and Enrique Bueno, we call him Ricky, will play the number 4 today. That's Audi White. Semi-line, they're going to come in with looks like Lorenzo Ramirez will play the 1, and looks like Grant's going to wear the 2. We'll put the number 3 on Nick Rodan and number 4 on Leo Mendelbaum. Unless they made a switch on us, we'll check that out. And here we go. First run to the goal here is going to be picked up here by Audi, and Nick will take over. Now, Grant and Nick, I can't speak enough about them. They're a dynamic duo with Amaro last week for the Banyan Cup final. Very strong. I mean, almost unbeatable. It was that strong. So if they carry that into this tournament, watch out, everybody, because that could happen. But you never know in the game of polo. And here we go. On the move, it's going to be Leo. And he has been playing great polo. Look at this approach shot. Get the finish, Leo. And there you go. Well done, Leo Mandelbaum. Man, I cannot speak enough about Leo Mandelbaum and his son, Sebastian. Alexa, we want to give love to Mom, of course, as we always do. But Leo has done a fantastic job. And you know, he's played with and against the Grand Champions Polo at the Grand Champions Polo Club on many teams, his own teams, but then played with different teams, and he mixes it up. But he's just like this type of player who comes out. It doesn't matter what position he played in the back. In their last tournament, they won the Banyan. He played on that team too, and then you know, you put him up at 2, and then he fires there, too. So he's just a great, versatile player. He's wearing the 4 today, but don't be afraid you see him go forward a lot. On the turn, he'll be controlled. Picked up here by Sugar in his new helmet. People used to seeing Sugar in his white helmet. He has the camel helmet on now. On the turn, and they're going to get out and let him play, and I like it. I think he's a click out there. I like this non-call on the turn. As it's a game of inches, everybody, and there's definitely no danger there. So, but what a close call it was, and you got to be a very tough, strong umpire to pick that up and notice that. But well done. On the turn, it's going to be picked up here, Tamacho. Nice to see Tamacho Pieta is back and the family. Amazing summer season Tamacho Pieta's had. And I'm going to go through a few of the horses he played this summer that are the Santa Rita breeding operation. They got Best Playing Pony that are younger horses that I'm going to tell you that were unbelievable this summer. And, of course, under Tamacho Pieta's as a pilot player, he's fantastic, but these are great horses. Back and forth as they figured out here, nobody's scoring goals here in the first 4 minutes. It'll be Grant. Double G, easy to recognize Grant in his pink helmet, pink mallets, and might as well find Leo, and we should have one there for Leo. I forgot we have one for Leo, so we got one for the Sebi Lion team. And Leo did pick up that goal early. I do apologize. And that'll take us to our courtesy change. We'll be using courtesy change once today. Let's go ahead and hit the Sebi Lion team guys there with one goal. As Leo picked one up early on the breakaway. Great views here. The Field 3 does run north and south, everybody. So weather, you know what can I say? The weather in southern Florida. I'm a Florida boy, born and raised in Miami, Boca, and now up here in Palm Beach. And fantastic weather, especially for the you love these off seasons. I'm a big fan of the spring and the fall. There's not a lot of polo. Even when I was playing polo way back in the day, in the spring and fall, there was not a lot of polo. It's a great time to be able to play, to keep yourself in shape, also to bring up some young horses, also to bring in some new horses that are made horses. It just has so many dynamics to it, and it's a great time to have camaraderie amongst the club and the members, and that's why we mix the teams up here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, and away we go. Audi White on the move, looks like Cobra. Nice move right here with the chestnut mare. Wow, look at the handle on this one. Unreal. Well, welcome back, Cobra. And Que Golazo on the Caballo, because look at this chestnut mare. Watch this one check right here. Watch this. Right after he hits this break right there. That's what is the difference between driving a Volkswagen and a Maserati. Well done. Great goal there by MG. And gets the equalizer. And with about a minute and a half left, beautiful horse. Love the Santa breeding operation once again. I'm going to say that breeding operation a lot today. Don't get worn out by it. There's just a lot of horses that we're using here in the spring and the fall season that are from the operation. And there are so many great breeding operations around the world. And that's one big part of the Santa breeding operation. And so we like to impress that and congratulate all the breeding operations. And congratulations to La Natividad and La Dauphina winning Tortugas. Here we go. Picked up here and taken out. Leo. Oh, man, he's always doing a good job coming from the backside. Nick's is sitting back waiting. Leo's going to go with the number 4 on his back, and he's going to be able to have another chance here with 45 seconds on the clock to get another goal. Well done there. Good hustle play by Sugar. Enrique's got to come in. Oh, look at Leo. Getting that's going to work. Well done, Leo. Took it to the left. Backs it to Grant Gansey. Double G with the reverse tail shot. Are you kidding me? What a play. What a goal. And I'm going to fall out of my chair here. That is spectacular. Watch this play by Grant Gansey. This is not a tail shot. Watch, it goes back across the field towards the goal and back to the guy who started it, Leo Mandelbaum. Unbelievable. Well done, Sebi Lion. This is a perfect way to end the chucker, it started at the far end. I'll just go through it while they're going off. If you remember, Nick's down there, and then Leo actually started it, left it, or got in a melee, and then Grant gave it back to him. Then he got down there doing his magic in the corner, give and go to Grant. Grant does an unbelievable tail shot, which I don't even know what you call that, because it went actually around him. He actually made like a U around the back of the horse, and then we had the finish from Leo. Wow. It's going to be a good one. Stay with us. 2025 Pedro Morrison Memorial. Good afternoon and welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz. I'm glad you're joining us this afternoon. A very strong first chucker by Audi White. Tamacho Piet is wearing the 1, Sugar Erskine wearing the 2, Mark Gansey wearing the 3, and Enrique Wynn wearing the number 4. And then Sebi Lion with Lorenzo Ramirez playing the number 1. Mother Lisa Ramirez, who is our top band bar manager at the Santa Rita Polo Farm and Grand Champions Polo Club, Aspen Valley Polo Club. And nice to see Lorenzo, one of our younger players, actually learned to play in the polo school. Nice to see him back. Grant Gansey, we're in the 2, Nick Rodan. They're going to be the energy in the middle. But Leo Mendelbaum wearing the number 4. And as I said, I can't say enough about him. He's just a go-to guy, all-day player. And wearing the 4, but I got him rotating around. Nick's going to send him forward and kind of use him around, I think. He's wearing that 4, but I think you're going to see him more of him and Grant kind of mixing it up. Maybe Leo playing a 2.5 and Grant playing a 2.5, and then we're kind of mixing up the number 2, number 3 position. They're kind of going to go back and forth, and then Nick should probably run the team from the number 4, but he might use Leo on defense when he wants to go forward. You're going to see a lot of change in here. But 2-1, this is the 2025 Pedro Morrison Memorial, and we do have Newport, sitting, waiting for the winner. And on Sunday, we will have 2 games for you. Of course, the finals, which will be against Newport and whoever wins this afternoon. And Amaro will go up against the runners-up. Here we go. This is an easy play, and it's a broken play. And when it breaks, it usually costs you. And on this case, Grant Gansey is just going to eat this up. But here's a broken play right here. Bad luck there. They brought it backward. They brought it towards their goal. Just was in a bad spot. And Double G just says, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" And he'll put that one away. You see that in the game of pole these days, especially anything that's inside the 80-yard line. Any kind of a broken play where a player misses the ball, it hits a horse, just something happens. The opposing team, they capitalize. Out the back door, and away we go, Nick Rodan. Nicky snapping it back to the center, doesn't get the shot he wants. Well read by Pierres. Tamacho. Picked up here by the Cobra. Good ball control. Oh, bad luck. Ooh, and Nick would love to have that one back. Oh, whoa. right in front of our center cam there. And you can see Nick put it back on the field there, so they won't drop it. They'll just leave it there for the change of possession. And Nick would love to have that one back on the field because he was gone to the goal by himself. So Audi White's going to get a little break here, that even though that ball didn't go out, but a nice little steal here. And Leo looking for Lorenzo. Nice pickup here by Enrique. And well done. Enrique Bueno with the good clearing play, leaves it on the field. I was a little worried about that ball rolling off the field and giving up a safety, but no problems. And Camacho Pierres moves it down the field, and away we go. Audi White. Look at this, Enrique. Going to get hooked there by Mendelbaum. Turn around by Anar. Roll down. Looking for a Grant. Why not? Oh, man. Field 3 is very, very fast today. That's all I'm going to say. That they got to be ready for that. That's going to make the game a lot of fun to watch. And don't get me wrong, this is the compliment when I say very fast, in that the field conditions are like a pool table. And when the ball does roll like a pool table, it can be helpful and it can hurt. Look at this steel gray. Now, I believe she played in Aspen, and I want to say that Santi Tocolino played this mare. I'll have to check on that. Maybe someone will send me a text and let me know, but I recognize her. What a beautiful mare. Camacho Pierres, just a breath of fresh air. Played unbelievable. He had a couple mares that he did very well on this year. One was called Vodka, and she's a little gray mare, and she's from Santa Rita breeding operation. Unbelievable. Best playing pony 2 or 3 times. And then there's another one called Mochitos Boogie that is just unbelievable and comes from Khalifa Clone. And the reason why I'm up on all that, because I remember Khalifa because I used to play against Mariano when Mariano played Khalifa, and I did not like it because every time Mariano got on Khalifa, and he usually rode about 3 times, there was trouble in paradise for us. And but those two stood out in my mind. And it's funny is that the Khalifa mare, or the clone off the bloodline there, she's a small mare, but he was the real big, strong. But what a horse. And like I said, Camacho Pierres, when he's riding them, just fantastic. And it was great. We always try to keep, that's one big thing we've always done here at the Grand Canyon Polo Club, and especially at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, is recognize those top playing ponies. Here we go, back from the Kersey change. Sebi line 3-1 here. Audi White hasn't gotten a groove yet. They haven't really gotten in a flow. And don't get me wrong, the Sebi line team in the black, they've got some good bounces. Things worked out their way, but here we go. Back and forth, a lot of polo to be played. 6 chuckers of polo. Picked up here, moved down the field by Camacho. Going to be MG. Oh, I like it. Oh, no, bad luck. Cobra makes the difficult play to keep it moving there. Has to get the finish. Almost gets it done. Then it gets backed inside, but watch out. Here comes Sebi Line, and they're coming with a gangster of players. As it's going to be picked up here now by Lorenzo. Lorenzo, nice play. He played very well. Played very well at the end of the season in Aspen. And bad luck on the buried ball. Wow. Man, when they turn the defense to offense, they are ready to go, rock and roll there. You need to be ready for this because Nick, they line out well. I like the way Nick set this up. I thought Nick might play in the back, and they might just put Leo to 2, and then Grant go to 3, and then kind of just roll like that way. Even though they're going to play a lot of the game like that, I still like Leo focusing on the back so Nick can go forward. So I like the way Roldan set this team up today. I think that's a big part because Nick has to be ready to be able to do that, and Leo needs to remember that he is a back, because if he doesn't, he'll get too much action, too much energy in the front of the game, and then he'll forget to cover, and then Nick has nobody to cover from because Grant's going forward. So we'll see how that works out. Here we go. On the move, it's going to be Tamacho. Overhit. Picked up by Roldan. Nick's going to regroup. He's got a Grant back there. He said, let's regroup, Grant. No rush. Up by 2 goals. And away we go. Roldan. Get covered here by Tamacho. Just kind of shaded in there. Tamacho trying to get him to release it like he does. Very well done. Sugar. Leo. And Ricky. Tamacho. So well done, Audi. Doing a good job here. Keeping it away from the Sebi Lion team. Back and forth. Sugar. Oh, Sugar. This ball's got eyes. Doesn't have the legs. And, oh, no, off the post and taken out by, you know who? Leo Mandelbaum, well read by Gansey. And look at this, a goal. Oh, no. Roldan's going to miss the first breakaway at 21 seconds. Audi still can make a play out of this. They need to be careful here. Loose ball play. Put back up by Tamacho. Oh, no. Everybody just kind of falling apart here at the end of the chukker. Sugar, who started the play. The clock ticking down here. He's still got time. Sugar. And well done, Sugar. Way to finish. What a shot by Erskine, though, to start this play. I don't know if we're going back that far. I don't think so. I was way back. That ball was rolling in, had eyes, went off the post, taken out by Leo nicely. And it looked like the Sebi Lion team had Nick Roldan on a true breakaway, had a little issue. And within 10 seconds, they turned it and got a goal. And that was a perfect goal to get right at the end of the chukker. We'll get everybody on some fresh horses, and we'll be back for our third chukker play, 2025 Pedro Morrison Memorial. Welcome back, everybody, for the third chukker play. Please, if you're on today and you didn't know Pedro or you have any, fun thing. I mean, Pedro, what can I say, man? There's so many people, so much love. The family just amazing. Our 2025 Pedro Morrison Memorial. As I said to you earlier, I did have the opportunity to manage his teams, play for him for many, many years, the opportunity to win and lose with him, just be a part of his simpatico vision of life. And so please, if you have any comments, you'd like to put anything on Facebook or say anything in, please let us know. We appreciate it. Here we go. Audi White, big goal by Sugar at the end of the second, 3-2. We got a ball game here. We got a nice match going. It looked like Sebby Lions to me had a better flow going in the first two. But Audi is a new team based on they know each other. They played different times with each other. But, again, first time playing with each other in a long time. And so that might take a little time to get going. Back and forth here, right in front of goal. And I think they're just wide. You should have a knock-in coming. And, yes, you are going to get the knock-in. So it will be Tamacho, and he's going to find Sugar. Mixing it up a little here with the numbers. They're playing a full player rotation. Uh-oh. Cobra's mounted up here on the Bay Pony. Oh, no. Just left that one behind a little bit. Had a nice little breakaway. Grant looking for Nick. A little too much angle, believe it or not. But you don't hear that much. Don't hear that too many times in polo. Angle is so big. Sugar off the pony. Well done, Nick. Leaves this one for Leo. Leo doing a fantastic job filling the spots early for Sebby Lion. And then those are the spots between Nick and Grant. Lorenzo doing his job, kind of rotating around, staying in the front. It'll be Roldan. Looking for a black jersey, picked up by Enrique. Good ball control. Oh, Enrique had a good turn there. Loose ball play, picked up by Double G. He'll take his time. Cobra's got to give one. He knows it. Nice little pass to Lorenzo. Bounced off a pony. Leo leaning way out. Turned around by Gansey. Mark. This is the little pony he played here last week. Played very well for him. Now might go off the field. Bad luck there. It's funny. He's got a short little stride, kind of I call it scampering around the field, but very fast. Like it covers the area quickly. It just takes, about 40 more steps than a horse with a bigger stride does, but really gets a lot done on it. This might take us to our courtesy change. We'll see what we're going to do. We are going to have a change of possession. Cop on the pitch. It will be Nick Roldan. There's a good shot here of Nick and Gaston Dornick. Having a few lessons there. Great season in Aspen once again. AspenValleyPoloClub.com. Remember, if you're interested in playing July, August, into September. We just had amazing. I think we had one weekend with some rain, but we actually needed the rain, so it was actually a blessing. The rest of the summer was unbelievable. The Glenwood to Aspen has grown immensely with things to do. You can go there on vacation and play polo, and you don't need your horses. You can play polo on demand. And remember that polo on demand. And if you go to any of our websites, you'll see Juan Bellini's number at the end of the website. He is the director of operations for the polo school. And you can get his number and just ask him about everything I'm talking about. And if you want to say you heard it from me, that's fine. If not, no big deal. Just mention Polo on Demand or the Polo School. And he will make sure you get to the right place. And he's passionate about his job. You should have no issues there. And if not, give me a call and we'll get it done here online. On air. Nick Roldan from 100. And just off the field. So nice shot there by Nick. Very similar to our earlier game today. We had a 2-2 at halftime. 3-2 here with half the chucker done. So we'll see if Audi can get the equalizer or if Sebi Lion decides to jump ahead by a few. And this is what's happening. Field 3 is very, very fast. And when I say that, like right there, you're running down the end line, you run down the sideline. Cobra had a little miss hit there off his pony, and then the ball just is rolling so well that's rolling off the field. And you've seen that on a number of shots too, Nick, from 100. And you notice he took a little bit off of that, kept it on the ground, knowing that if he's not right on cue there, that ball's going to roll off the field. Picked up here by Grant. Takes it into the corner, goes to the near side. Good read, and taken out by Gansey. Mark, good play. Well done. On the move, MG. Nice. Little pop shots. Got to regroup here. Does it well. Enrique. Well done. Enrique going to goal. Enrique shot on goal, and just going to go wide. But again, I like the attack here by Audi, mixing it up a little bit, and also having Enrique going forward. We're in the 4. We've had Lorenzo up in the front usually, and now a little rotation play, which is always good for your team. Just makes it a little bit tougher for the defending team. Sugar. Neutral. Camacho. Gets the tail shot done. Cobra. No play. Controlled by Roldan. Nick. And he's going to break loose here. Roldan on the big chestnut. Camacho's got to give one play. Roldan. We got a foot race. Nicky. Leo. Called off by Nick, off the field. Maybe it's better for Leo to try to turn that ball there. If he backs the ball, then Nick's out of position, so that's why Nick called him off for sure, 100%. But if the ball's rolling off the field and Nick doesn't have a chance to get it, then he's better to have Leo try to turn it, and then if Leo misses it, he's there. So maybe a little miscommunication there by the Sebi Lion team, but Roldan says, no problem, shut up, Dale Schwetz, I'm going to goal. Again. And this is what the good players do. He'll leave it for Grant. They're lined out here. Gansey to the far post. Well done, G. Well done. Couldn't do that any better than that. You think he's going the long way home, but anytime you can drag that ball to the left and come back to the right, nobody can meet you. Well done here by Nick and Grant. Nick brings it forward. Grant knows that he's got time, gets it in behind Camacho or Sugar. Sugar's got to pull out of the play and doesn't want to get the penalty one. Great finish there by the Sebi Lion team. And looks like that's going to take us to halftime. So, 4-2, as they say in Argentina, mucho polo. So we'll go to a little break. Once again, I hope you're having as much of fun as a Halloween as I'm having. Because, as I said, mine started at breakfast this morning when my wife served me breakfast in her Halloween costume. So, a lot of fun here at the CTV Sports Studios. Spreading love to the 2025 Pedro Morrison Memorial. We'll be back for our second half. welcome back, everybody. Happy Halloween once again, 2025, Pedro Morrison Memorial. And I had some messages from some of Pedro's good friends who were listening in this morning, and they just really enjoyed having. You never know when the tournament, sometimes based on scheduling, when they might be played. Of course, at any polo club around the world, different tournaments change at different times, and to know that, and they told me that Pedro loved Halloween, and after you hear me talking about him and understanding what an amazing gentleman he was, you would understand that. And so they're going to be having a drink for him tonight. So we appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for getting involved there. Please let everybody know about CTV Sports. If you're new to the game, please let us know. Polo School is in session. Second half action. If you're just joining us, welcome. We have Sebi Lyon in the black jerseys with Lorenzo Ramirez playing the 1. Grant Gansey playing the 2, Nick Rodan playing the 3, and Leo Mendelbaum playing the number 4. They mixed it up very well. One goal, well, actually all Grant and Leo. Nick doing a good job facilitating the ball, and Lorenzo doing his job, moving around the field, pulling the team, playing some defense. Audi in the white jerseys today, Tamacho Pierres coming in from Argentina, so just got back from Argentina, so probably getting acclimated a little bit. Had a big summer this summer, and you probably, if you watch CTV Sports, you know his name from the World Polo League and, numerous tournaments. You know the Pierres family, the dynasty family there in polo. And then you have Sugar Erskine at the 2, Mark Gansey at the 3, and Enrique Bueno. We call him Ricky. We call him Ricky Rue, actually, but Ricky playing the number 4. And Ricky's done a good job today, but I still feel a little bit better flow right now from Sebi Lyon, so Audi still can go to another level. Nick puts it across the center nicely. Leo, and good read there by Mendelbaum. He had no play, waited on it. It did not pass his boot, so he pulls out of the play. Sugar gets his play, gets it over to MG, and then it's going to be picked up and taken by Tamacho. And told stone away by Roldan on the mishit. A little bit too much height there. Oh, cut shot. Nicky's looking good. Oh, man. Well, that's why he's one of the highest rated American players. You got to be careful, this guy. Anywhere from the 60 to 80 yard line, drain it. Steph Curry style there. He scored as many goals from center field as any player in Aspen. I want to give love to Nacho Naviz Estrada and Alejandro. Both of them, and actually Grant is moving his way up the charts there too on long ball hitting. But we like to keep track of that up in Aspen. They say the elevation does help. I'm not sure if it does or not. If we have any, anybody that's really very good with that, physics or not, to know about that, how far the ball travels. We do play at 6,500 feet. So if that makes a difference. But I'm seeing these guys score from like 150, 156, 160. And those are big goals. We'll go to a courtesy change here. And Sebi Lyon with a comfortable lead. 3 goals up. Knock-in coming and a good shot of Enrique. I saw Enrique this morning. He was here in the studios. Said that he was enjoying his horses. And we were talking about some horses. And a couple horses, I don't know if you watched this morning, but he told me, I was talking about Santos Bellini, who plays a group of horses from the Santa Rita breeding operation. And I want to, he told me that she looks like this horse he's riding. Her name's Muñeca. She's a very light, you could call it white or gray, and that's where there's a difference with the Argentines, because sometimes they have a different name for them, so they mix them up a little bit. And then he plays like a darker gray. And they were just unbelievable for Santos Bellini this morning. So we'll see if oh no, broken play here, and they need to put Leo up, I think. Leo's turning into this like real calm. Look how relaxed he is. Watch him check his shoulder right here. All good? Well, broken play, you know what I say on those. And that's one procedure or one play that happens that we have taken notes on here at CTV Sports. Is we do keep a lot of stats. And Grand Champions Polo Club, Aspen Valley Polo Club, CTV Sports really taking a lot of thought process on when it comes to stats and replay. And I believe, I have to talk to Mike on that, our executive producer, but I believe in, I want to say 2014, we brought, got to be 10 years, I believe, right? We brought replay in, so I'll check with that. But they'll send one out to me. But it just changed the game to see that, and it's nice to see that the players are embracing it. On the move, back and forth, here we go. It's 4-goal lead. Sugar, you need one. Erskine taking it down. He has time here. Sugar. And there you go, Sugar Man. Well done. Very reliable, Sugar Erskine, especially when he gets on fun. Watch him check his shoulder. Now just he peeks there. And this is what you can learn going to goal. You don't need to turn your head 100% when you're going to goal. You peek. And when I say peek, you peek because if the ball hits a divot or does change, if you take your eye off of it. So you want to be able to keep your left eye on the ball and just peek out of your right eye to see if somebody's close enough to hook you. And as Adam Snow would say, who is a 10-goal American player, he would say to you that a player needs to be 56 to 58 inches close to you to hook because of the mallet. So if they're not that close, they won't appear in your peripheral. On the move, it's going to be picked up here and taken out, but it goes off the field, and Audi White will dodge a bullet here. This is going to be a good run here. Knocking coming, Audi White, opportunity to get the game within 2 goals. Let's see if they go for it. Camacho. Sending Cobra forward. Will it stay on the field? And there you go. Now, Nick, he's going to go for the quick one here. Cobra's going to have to regroup. See if he gets back in time. Yeah, there he is. So he'll get back. And Nick about 120 out now. And he's just going to take control. Well, that's not going to hurt. So waiting for the count. The umpire does count 8 seconds. Players were still coming back on the count. The time runs out during the count. So Nick says, no problem. I'm going to keep the ball and have possession when I come in to fit Chucker. So when we leave here, when we set up for the fifth, Sebi Lion will have control on the change of possession. A good shot here, Mark Gansey, changed horses. We'll be right back for our fit Chucker. Stay with us. Pit checker action as we get ready here. All the players kind of gathering around. That'd be fun to have them mic'd up right now. All the top dogs on each team. Sebby Lion in control. Lorenzo, Leo, Grant, and Nick. They're going to start out. You see the center line there, that line right there in front of Nick. That's 150 to goal. So let's do the math when Nick gets going here. I didn't get to check it 100%. What a beautiful mare Nick's riding. Look at the conformation, the rear end on this mare, how short her back is. Notice how she steps underneath herself. That pole players love that. 120. And the worm burner, Daisy Cutter, as Jan Edik Frank would say. And a big shout out to Jan Edik Frank. I want to tell everybody here on CTV Sports and, of course, all our tournament committees and everyone here that Jan was watching. He just wanted to spread his love as he's in Europe at the moment. He does live in Germany. And the shot on goal there is going to go just wide. And works with CTV Sports all through the winter and has been with us on many of our snow polo, beach polo, different events, and you can follow him on the Voice of Polo. Here we move, on the move, going to be picked up here now and controlled. Mark. He has room here, no rush, got to get that field very fast. Well done, Gansey. Good job. Oh, gets a little help from the chestnut pony. Oh, we saw that happen this morning for Alejandro Novija Estrada. Now Mark Gansey's going to get a little help from his pony. Got to come in from left to right. Goes for the open cut shot. Are you kidding me? Keeps it on the field. Good and bad. Amazing shot, but 9 times out of 10, when you do that, the opposing team gets it out, but Mark's going to recover. And Mara, look at this. It's going to be Nicky on the move. Nick does not get the shot he wanted. Gets a piece of it. Picked up by Sugar. Watch out there, Sugar. Goes across the center, looking for Tamacho, but he had Grant and Nick hovering right there. So I don't know that's going to work out because Tamacho will take over. Audi would love to make a move right now, down by 3 goals. I got a little problem. This Sebby Line team, that when they play with no pressure, come on, Cobra. God, I love the confirmation on the chestnut mare here. Did that ball go out of bounds? Or did something happen here? I think it did go out of bounds. I think Mark tried to save that ball. And I'm going to tell you, I am super impressed by the fields. Some people, they cry. I play with players. I've umpired against players. They cry at the ball. They'll cry if the field's good, bad. It doesn't matter. But sometimes when it is very fast, it's hard to adjust to. Now, don't get me wrong. When your team's going well and you're hitting the ball well, then you don't care. But you've noticed it on both teams. Nick's actually adjusted his swing and backed off a little bit. Audi has given up 3 or 4 change of possessions today. And you do not want to give a team that many possessions. It can hurt you. So those are the little things you got to watch out for. And, if it's because the field's too fast, well, adjust. See if they do. Shot on goal. Just wide to the right, and Audi will take over. And they just had some bad luck. Don't get me wrong. And the Sebby Line teams had worse luck shooting at goal because of the field just being so fast today, and had some great rain last week. Perfect timing. They got the field cut down perfect, and but those sidelines, when you play with boards, is different. When you don't have boards, but that's part of the game. And that's why we love switching it up a little bit. Some people would rather play with boards. Some don't. Some don't like them. Some do. It's one of those 50-50 conversations in the game of polo. I do not mind playing without boards. You are allowed to widen the field if you want without boards. Just a little food for thought there when you're No need to, though. This field 3 has been known as one of the best fields in Palm Beach for 40 years. Or I should say Wellington. And that goes, like I said, back to the Palm Beach Polo days. Breakaway play and keeping it alive. And they're going to lose that one. Another change of possession. So Audi, with the opportunities to break away, just having not much luck when the ball gets near the sidelines. So we'll see how they adjust. They will, I'm sure of it. Especially this team, very, very, very well organized. I'm still loving this confirmation on Nikki's horse. Love the horses during the fall, as in most of them have their summer coats coming out, so you can see their natural shine. A lot of times during the winter, remember we do clip the ponies, and then we put blankets on them so that they can stay cooler during the higher goal play, and even the medium, the low and medium these days you need to. But I just love the look of the ponies in the fall. Turn around here. What a mare that Grant Gandy's on. Oh, they try to take it out of the air. I don't think Enrique can make a play here. No, and Grant Gandy's going to get one. But once again, let's give it up to the horsepower. Watch this turn by Grant. Boop, boop. See you later. Okay, y'all. I'm going the other way. Everyone else is still chasing. Then Sugar tried to take it out of the air, and Enrique, you know what? Not a bad play. You don't want to give the penalty one there, Enrique. You're stuck on the inside. You got to let him try to make him shoot there and earn that goal. But Grant will pick up goal number 3. And Sebi Lyon will take a 4-goal lead here with a couple minutes left in the 5th. So Audi wants to get one here, at least one, by the end of this chukker. And it's going to be Tamacho Pierres on the move. Tamacho, I think he's got one. Yep. And I would think, unless that went just wide, but it looked to me like it did drop in. Yeah, they're going to drop that one in. So we'll go ahead and give that one up to Tamacho. No. Oh. Just wide. Oh. Good breakaway play there by Pierres. Bad luck. Not an easy goal. I like that play. Cobra coming in trying to steal it. Down by 4, you got to take some chances. And with a minute 20 left, let's see what happens here. Loose ball play, picked up by Grant. We got a foot race. Double G hooked up here with Tamacho Pierres. Tamacho's going to push him wide, and that one's going to stay on the field, and that one's going to go off the field. And the problem with this one is inside the 60, so they will bring that ball outside. You're probably going to stop the clock here, I would think. Yeah, we should have a safety. A change of possession. I apologize. I do apologize. Not to change, but there you go. So minute 2, they're going to count it out. Minute 1, they're going on 59 seconds. One shot at the goal or pass, and Nick rolled in. Oh, Nicky. I love it. Well done, Nick. That is picture-perfect polo by Nick Roldan. And that's why I said it was going to be trouble, because the ball went out in the 60. They bring it out to the 60. It's a one-hit, one-pass play. Roldan is in range from 100 to 150. At 60 yards, tee it up, put it away. Well done, Roldan. Picking up goal number 2 and setting his team up here. Wow, Sebi Lyon on fire right now. They are playing very good polo, and it's not that Audi's playing that bad. They've had some bad luck. But you know what? I've said it once. I've said it twice. I've said it 3 times. My lady, down by 6. 6 minutes left. A goal a minute, and you're back. So we will see. Stay with us for our 6th and final chukker. A good shot here of Arganzi and Enrique Bueno. That would be a fun conversation to listen to. Two very tight teammates. Very relaxed here. Sebi Lion, well, what can you say? Lorenzo doing a good job, not fouling. Kind of pulling the team. Hasn't scored any goals or anything like that, but he's making his rotations and, not making any negative plays for a young player. That's always tough. Leo, what can I say? Man, he's my MVP today. I mean, I got to give it up to Leo. 3 goals on today, and not just that. Based on his handicap, I think he's on 0 or 1 goal, I believe. I have to check that. And then I already told you that Grant and Nick are like peanut butter and jelly. Okay? They just know each other. They've tried to kill each other on different teams playing against each other. Trust me, they're so competitive, both of them. But when they play together, they've won so many tournaments from the grass to the snow to the beach. They just know each other, so they do very well. And Grant has really done a great job. I think being trained and even coached by Nick over the years, get more respect because they just seem like they're very comfortable together. And all the best players that I ever played with in my career, the top players, the 2 big guns on your team from 16 to 20 goal polo or 26 goal polo to 30 goal polo, they had a relationship. And right now, that relationship is working out. But 5 goal difference, mucho tiempo. Come on, Enrique. Backed up cleanly by Leo. Nobody home. Tamacho. Inside the red zone, Piedras will get one. Must needed, perfect timing. Do the math. Now 2 unanswered goals in the 5th there, so that didn't help. That's where you get this 8. But this is a great start right here. And now down by 4 with 5 minutes left. Because remember, you need that extra time to score because of riding back to the center and getting the bowl in. So you got to get in and out quick, and when you do score, try to get back. It's going to be picked up again by Howdy White. Come on. Howdy White. Nice neck shot. Nobody home. Control play by Gansey. Grant. Facing up. Nice little snoop play. Gets out in front. Good ball control. Well done. Well done, Double G. Out of the air. No problem. It's okay. All the time it took to do that, good 30, 40 seconds, that's all you want. Keep it moving. Don't lose the ball. Do not foul. That's what they're looking not to do right now. That puts them in a bad position when you are up by a number of goals in polo. That ball is going to, well done, Cobra. Oh, look at Leo. Broken play. Good read by Roldan. And Leo will have time to collect this ball and take it forward. Once again, well done. This is where Leo's raised his game. He gets to the ball. He's very comfortable. Now how they line out perfectly. Everybody just lined out there. 3 players working well together. Leo, Nick, and Grant. Comes off the pony. Bad luck for Tamacho. And watch out from 100. And this ball's got eyes. And does it have the legs? And Leo will get the finish. Wow, they've had some fun. I mean, I feel bad for Audi a little bit because this Sebi Lion team has just had some great goals to watch. After as many games as we call her CTV Sports, that is something that definitely makes us chuckle and keeps that energy up. And to see these goals being innovated, first of all, the one from Grant that was like some crazy back shot that I don't even know how the shots they do today. We're gonna have to start making up new names for a lot of the shots that the players are doing because they're so skilled. But where they're at to try to finish, Leo was there for that. Nick lays that ball up in front, which is a Memo and Carlos Casita play. Lay it up in the middle and see what happens. And I'm going to tell you, I played with Memo and Carlos Casita for many, many years with them individually and with them together. And we use the same philosophy, whether they were playing together or apart, and it works. At any time, you can send the ball forward in polo, and as long as in the danger zone, as we say, it puts the pressure on the defending team. When you put the pressure on the defending team, then that makes it easier for your team to score. And they would not even worry about scoring, believe it or not, on the first ball that went in. They would set up to steal the defensive play. So that'll take it to a whole nother level right there if you work that one out. Here we go. 9-4. So it looked like Audi had their opportunities, and then Sebi put one on to equalize. Keep that lead. Picked up here nicely by the Cobra. Working in from left to right. Clean steal by Grant. Oh, that's a pretty play. That's a pretty play. That's not an easy play. And Lorenzo. Okay, a little light there, but hadn't seen the ball in 5 chuckers. Come on, Lorenzo. There you go, buddy. First one, he was too far behind. You could tell. Second one, he's leaning out in front. Nice pickup. Good pickup, Lorenzo. Drag it off the field. If not, leave it right there. That's okay. And that's what you want. Another 20 yards out of Lorenzo, and the clock goes tick, tick, tick. Good job there. A little tough for Lorenzo on the first one. When you, a player, I've been in his position before. You haven't seen a ball in 5 chuckers because the way your team's working out, it does look like a golf ball sometimes. So it can be a little difficult to hit, especially when you're running 20, 25 miles an hour. Picked up here by Tamacho. Nick's just going to push him wide here. Doesn't need to push him too hard. Knows that he's got a nice little lead. And, oh, wow. Okay, well, they're going to at least put that into their playbook for Sunday. Bad luck there. That one comes off the pony. But that'll give up, I think, number 5 or 6 on I don't think we've had that many on the change of possessions. It does happen sometimes. That's why the new procedure with the giving it to the opposing team I love, because like back in the day, as I said, it used to be a bowl-in and it wouldn't really matter at times, but now it does matter. Back and forth, Leo. Unusual mishit there. Give and go nicely. Sugar's got time. Good pick up here by Sugar on the first one. Leo's just going to hang out in the rumble seat, I would think. Sugar. Ooh, that go off the post. No, he's going to put it away. So Sugar will get one here, and the clock's going to hit down. That'll take us down to our final 30 seconds. So, Audi, good luck against Amaro. That should be a good game on Sunday, but I am, the stage is set for the 2025 Pedro Morrison Memorial. Sebi Lion with Lorenzo Ramirez, Leo Mendelbaum, Grant Gansey, and Nick Rodan will face off against Newport and Gene Goldstein, Santos Bellini, Juan Bellini, and Alejandro Navija Estrada. You don't want to miss it on Sunday. Have an amazing Halloween tonight. Whatever you like to do, please do it. That's what Halloween's all about. It's a lot of fun. I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports when I say thank you for making us the leaders in polo broadcasting. And always remember, here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.